Good morning, West Hill staff. It's Ray Manka. Yesterday at our faculty meeting, there were a couple of folks who said, Ray, could you make a video like you did for ProTrax earlier in the year? So here you go. Here's our version for SBAC test administrator access. As we walked through yesterday and we practiced, this also might help folks who needed a little more support and or who could have been absent from yesterday. Please remember, I need you to be able to access this with great confidence by next Wednesday. If you've got any questions or concerns, you need some follow-up, call me, email me, stop me in the hallway, and I'll be more than happy to swing by your IDT, your room before, after school, during school, and give you a hand. So step number one, I'm just going to open up Chrome, just like from which we worked yesterday, and I've got westhillweb.com, our school's website. We're going to go to. So once we get to the website, right below Claire and Lewis's wonderful, scholarship awards, you'll see that all the information that I either discussed, emailed to you yesterday, or handed out in the meeting are available right afterwards under SBAC testing at West Hill High School. Now, I'm noticing that I'm in the edit mode, so just excuse me for a second as I sign out, because otherwise it will bring me to the edit components. And so again, letter to the students and to the parents. The printable version of the SBAC testing schedule for the last 2 weeks of May are here. SBAC's official site, our district site with resources, the videos that our students should be watching about what's a practice test, the calculators here under the universal tools, the translators, the notepads, highlighting, zooming in on text, saving, and so on and so forth. And then practice training tests. Now you'll notice that this link right here is also for parents. This is for students and parents so they can access their materials. I made them a video as well. But this is what you want to click on here. Go to practice and training sites. I'm not going to post our video on the website. I'm just going to email it to you guys. I have done it already, but there was a snafu in posting. And just like yesterday, we're going to click on this green one over here. This is the practice and training tests. Okay. Here is some more information that's clickable for parents, for students, for teachers, administrators, about the calculators, about available resources, how to use them. Students would go to the right icon, but the test administrator practice site is the left icon. It turns a lighter green. Give it a click. All right. All right, so my testing session is logged out. That's fine. I'm going to use a teacher's login. Don't forget to use stanfordct.gov. And this is what was stressed yesterday and also clarified and corrected for most everybody that was able to attend the meeting yesterday. Log yourself in. Okay. Now, for some of you folks, you may encounter, there we go, that's exactly what I was just going to talk about. All right, you might get this pop-up blocker that appears. All right, it's easy enough to circumvent. So you just go up to your URL dialog box up here, and you click on the X, and always allow pop-ups from this. Yeah, for this we are going to allow that. So I'm going to click on that, hit done, and all I need to do at that point is I'm going to refresh this page. And I'm good to work. Okay, so this was an issue that a few terminals had encountered yesterday. We will not encounter this issue, fingers are crossed, testing day, as those those activities should be disabled by IT. Okay, so this is the session that we worked on yesterday. It was what was on the PowerPoint. I worked with the people who remained in the media center. We were able to work through here. Some quick, simple instructions, and I just want to point out to you that we were really working on the area up and over here. You'll notice that here are all the different tests that are open and available to Stanford Public School students. So rather than worrying about clicking and selecting the specific test that might be available that day, and of course you can do that, it's recommended that we just click on the select all. All the tests are going to be active there. I'm going to hit the start session, and as I do that, I just follow over. You'll notice that all the dialogue vanished over here. I have my session ID. You would write this session ID on the board, and the students who are at the terminals in the room in which you're monitoring, they would write in their own ID, and then underneath that they would transfer in this session ID. Once they've done that, they'll hit enter. Their names will start to pop up here. You want to wait until you see 20 students in the class. I've got 20 names in this dialog box, and it'll say approvals 20. You click on the approvals. Click. As you do that, all 20 students' names are going to fall right down here. Student number 1, 2, 3, 4 through 20. Along the way, it's going to say they are taking the ELA performance test, ELA performance test, ELA performance test, ELA performance test. You have to really proof the names that come in here to make sure everyone has the proper test selected. In the event there's somebody with the wrong test, you highlight their name. You're going to say to exit that test. You then would have to go over to the terminal where those students were taking that session and say, hey, Ray, you clicked on the math performance test, you need the ELA. Help walk them through the process. They would resubmit. You would have to approve again, and their name would fall down, and just check to make sure they've got the right test. Once you've got all 20 students, 20 are approved, 20 names are down here, 20 are the right tests, their sessions are open, and they're going to start taking that session at your location. Now, you also have the option to stop this session. Now, I'll click on it right now, and obviously nothing's going on, but this will stop the session and pause the test for all students who are currently taking the tests, all of them. So you just need to be mindful of that, and that means that once you hit this OK, the testing period is over. It's been closed. So you click OK, and you would be back to square one, and everything would be logged off and closed up for that training session. So again, keys to being successful here: one, make sure you've got your TIED or your SBAC credentials. You know what they are. You've got them memorized. You've got them written down. They're in an email, whatever you're comfortable with. And two, that the session ID that you create, you transfer that to the board clearly, legibly, and the students are going to have to take that from the board and bring it into their dialog box perfectly. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope you did find this helpful. If you've got any further questions, stop me in the hallway, give me a buzz at 4484, or shoot me an email. Okay, have a great day.